Okay. Now we're ready. Hello, hi. Hey, am I live? Yeah, perfect. Hello. It is I, Equinox Eterna. Hello. My mind is extremely tired, but I wanted to do this, to stream this today, so here I am. Hello. So, hi. How's it going? Well, so First of a thousand autumns. This is the new event that has come for the 6.5 anniversary for Arknights, which is normally the Lunar New Year in the Chinese server. So it's still in the Sui storyline. And now we have Wang, who is supposed to be one of the beast specialists that is almost at the same damage scale as Wizardel, which I don't like. And I'm probably not going to use him unless one of his other skills do funny things like, I don't know, Ultra Dorothy or something like that. However, Chen, I have no idea what she does. I know that she teleports to another tile, and that I think she does true damage. I haven't read her kit, nothing of her kit, and because since she came, everything that has been talked about this event and the meta and all that has been about this failure of a guy. And don't know. And there has been more characters that I'm interested in since then, like ChalterAlter and the whole chapter 17 characters, and of course the Monster Hunter collab. So I don't know. But yeah, we are 5 minutes in. I have been playing a lot of Swiss Garden of Grotesqueries. And where is Radiant? Almost a funny number. And this, I forgot to log this one. Show capacity +5, and when summons are defeated or retreated, there's 25%. Radiant attacks one additional target. Destroy Garden of Grotesqueries, so these are specifically for... Can use the 5 summons. The Soul's Gate Inspiration. Mastery deployed at once. Summons effect changes based upon the skill. So Garden of Grotesqueries summons have 50% less deployment time, and when defeated or retreated, Radiant recovers 2 SP. And this one, Max Rainer will retrieve summons the 4 adjacent tiles, recording 25% max HP immediately, and following attacks will deal upon skill activation. Okay. Will deal an additional instance of arts damage equal to 30% max attack. So this is if you want to use hair as a damage dealer, and this is in case you want to use the summons. So I haven't unlocked this already, right? Module? This. Guided Tour 8. Clear ending out of nothingness. On Guided Tour 2 or above. I haven't even looked these. What? Black White Abstrusity. Integrated strategies regarding Black White. Out of nothingness on Guided Tour 3 or above. Tour 9 or above, and this is Tour 10 and above. Okay, so I have to keep going. Okay, why are we here? Roles. Chen Dawnstreak, she is an arts fighter, like Vivi, like Sortur, like Victoria. Been a Victoria. So let's just jump into it. Only 3 rolls. I got nothing from these rolls. So I have 116 here, and in the headhunt tickets I don't know how many I have. So let's play. The golden one doesn't match. Seguroshka, this is new. This one is new, or I haven't seen them before. But I'm not interested in anyone in this banner, so Chen maybe, because she looks better than the Super Soccer Chen, but I don't know. Wang, he's a limited, and I'm collecting all of the limited. So let's. Ooh. No, just a golden one. Okay, 2 of these medic guy or girl, I don't know. More tickets. Just a gold, just a yellow one, another golden. Wind chimes. I don't have an user. Blue. Wow. Freak. Okay. So 53. Let's pray that this has something good. If not Wang, at least Chen. Or another limited, I don't know. Give me something. Only one. The 5-star. Betochki, hello. Hello, Betochki, thank you for coming. Gomu. Next. Snagoroshka, hey, hello. Susuro. Next. 4-star. Jackie. 3-star. Cardigan. Another 4-star and Beanstalk. My mouse is acting up. What the fuck are you? Shall we send the snake boy to the rafters? He's going to get punished, and no excuses. This has been the second time that he appears in a limited banner, and for nothing. Fagas need to go. Come on, show me something good. Vermeil, Cross, Stewart, Click, the 6-star. Not bad. Not bad. But not bad at all. But the limited is not here. 103. I don't want to keep pulling. I have 100 pulls, but I don't want to keep pulling. I'll wait for the last day of the banner. However, Chan. Here she is. Somehow, I have both of the Musha cards, but I don't use any of them. Surely it's not even Elite 2. The only Musha card that I use is actually Akafuyu here. Cute crowd. How are this for this to happen? What is it? This bastard over here. 2 of them. You don't even deserve to have your token redeemed. Come on. Promote. See Shadowless Speed. Target the nearest enemy 10 times each slash, dealing 350 attack arts damage. If the target is defeated, retargets to the nearest enemy and adds +1 to the remaining slash count. Once Soul Slash's hand is targeted as not being defeated and is another playable tile, move to said tile, otherwise return to the starting tile. Afterwards, attack +200% and gains 30% physical and art dodge. So it's mixed. Oh no, it's full art. Weakness damage. When dealing physical or art damage changes damage type depending on target depth and rest. Okay. So it has a calculation behind. If it's going to do more physical damage, it changes to physical. If it's going to do more art, it changes to rest. However, that doesn't affect the probability that if an enemy has physical or resistance dodge, right? Maybe the story is good. I have a lot of people who trust in your command and depend on you to direct them. That's important to keep in mind. Excelente. 78. There it is.
この戦場
Yippee!
そうかあの時ロドスもいたのか
Bro, do I have enough to promote? Heaven's Blade, where is it? The skill activation unleashes a sword wave that travels forward and can change direction, dealing arts damage to enemies it passes through, equivalent to 6% of the current HP, minimum of blah 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 blah. Attack range expands. Each attack deals 3 instances of 150 attack as arts damage to up to 3 ground enemies. Okay. Heaven's Blade. And model system. I'm going to use her as she is, but attack silence the target until the skill ends. A fleeting night shadow speed. Let's use the shadowless. Keep her there. And it's time. Okay. Record of an autumn's end. First of 1,000 autumns. Let's start with the story. I have been doing this because I wasn't going to wait due to and miss 2 days of not reading this, of not starting this. So I just skipped. So let's start. TA ST1 unfailing recitation. Ever in mind. A function from afar says there's a great mountain on the northern border called Ying, and atop it sits a mystical stone called Wa. Thousands of meters wide and tall, shaped like a jewel, the color of crystal. It shines with a brilliant blaze and a luster that never wanes. It cuts both metal and stone, brings forth all things with methods unknowable, with principles unfathomable. Obtain this miraculous object, and perhaps it will help Jan face the coming calamity. I don't get it, sir. We sacrificed so much for this. Did you intend to hand it over to the house of Jan? That man started the war in the first place and sent thousands to perish. Why would you aid the despot? We wish to free the masses from suffering, not to aid a single ruler. Fate shall play its hands in time. No one person controls it. I only pray for an early end to the strife, that the people will no longer suffer its torment. Ah, yes. This is the fate of Great Jan. (11:02 late autumn). Hey, Hoshiguma. Yo, still working. Madam Oni, I mean, Hoshiguma sir. LGD, what are we doing in Longman? Last Mid-Autumn Festival, downtown was flooded with people watching the festival lanterns. Patrol didn't have enough hands to keep everyone off the roads. It almost got hairy out there. The commissioner was fuming over it. Probably shouldn't have done that. The whole squad got punished for it. Double patrol hours for the month. The commissioner even told us to be extra careful now, since Chief Wei has been out of town. Sure, better safe than sorry. Well, good work, boys. I did just happen to bring in some chow, so share it amongst yourselves. We can possibly take all this. Come on, listen to your stomach growling. Have a bite. Wait, what was that? It came out of nowhere. What kind of thunderclap was that? Wait, am I seeing things? Over there, in the sky. What is that? So, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm probably not gonna pull more for in this banner, so if I'm going to save for some banner in the Jan story event, it's going to be the next one, because we either get that pretty fuckboy Yi. She was it? Not Yi. She. The purple Hodonesan. The one of the music. Who I don't remember the name. Shun, was it? Or we are reviving Yi. Or we are consulting the second. We are getting the second to last sibling, who is supposed to be a medic, and all of them are interesting. Wang is I don't know. If this story convinces me to pull for him, maybe, but I don't. I'm not having it, for now at least. Boatman, slow us down. Look over there. Do you see something on the river? A big beast. But how it is on the river and it's carrying a goblet? Oh, just a bit hedge. What's so special about that? Then you get those in Cove City? Break. Was it some rain? Where did the big beast go? Autumn rain this year may well freeze my bones. Reporting in! Report! The Faramut has reached the final entry post. Red alert! Repeat! Alone is on maximum alert! Whoa, cow! That thing doesn't look like a creature at all. That's a damned mountain! Faramut. Excuse me, sir. The Grand Commandant is sick of it and will not see anyone, so please. Is the Grand Commandant in? Is the Grand Commandant in? Yes! Bring me to him. In my favorite dreams, it was as if I'd seen the light. I had thought you were the late Emperor here to take me away. I know you often think of the late Emperor, but I fear anxiety has addled your brain if you're thinking about your end already. Your Imperial Majesty, you honor me with your presence. Forgive this servant. I failed to rise for even a salutation. How have you deteriorated so greatly in a few days since our last meeting? Are you taking your medicine? I beg your Majesty understanding. This consumption is a storm, chronic illness. The abnormal weather is mid-autumn struck with a cold. I fear this wizened shell may not make it through the winter. You're a trusted servant of great Yana, should not sell yourself short. How could the same man who once kept countless foreign foes halted at their gates, dread a mere cold? Be at ease and convalesce. I await your swift recovery, and for you to share my burdens and aid the nation once you are well. This saddle servant is in truth ill-suited to the task. Great Jan today is rich with talent. Your imperial majesty decides all matters, great and small, so why seek counsel from this withered servant? The true Lung. I see. So the Grand Commandant is unsatisfied with my arbitrary actions and wishes to return home due to his illness. This humble servant will never dare. In the last 2 weeks, ministers across the bureaucracy and all through the land have stacked petitions urging war high on my desk. Everyone is passionate, and a few I will not venture to call desperate. So for the Grand Commandant to claim illness at this hour, is this to compel me to... Your Majesty is indeed aware. All you need is sheer view of this age-old problem. Your Majesty may not believe me, but ought to have faith in this. The will of the people. I'll be willing to try any other possible solution, as long as we can avoid spilling the blood of our troops too readily. I had thought you would know best my mind on the matter. Your Majesty is well versed in our history. Surely you must know, across the many times the blood that ought be shed, when was it ever avoidable? One not to act swiftly when necessary. Indecisive efforts for one to perfection will only lead to more bloodshed. I had thought Your Majesty understood this long ago. It has been more than 2 weeks since the great offender entered the tomb of Sui, but his fate remains unknown. All great Yan is in an uproar, not only to defy feral moods, but the presence of foreign foes as well. Leave him in the tomb for even one more day, and the danger to great Yan will increase tenfold. This is not my opinion alone. Even if I could temporarily suppress public sentiments for your Majesty's sake, it will be no true solution. So, how do you want to go about it? I cannot ask your Majesty to rescind an imperial edict. I can only make an earnest request to set a day, a final deadline until which great Jan must hold. Whether or not blood should have ever been shed will be determined thousands of years from now by historians and common folk alike. But for now, I'm afraid neither the Grand Commandant nor I will get to make that determination. Is it great Jan that cannot hold, or the collective lust for glory? Your Imperial Majesty, but your request is not without merit. I recall it was the day after the full moon when he went in. The next day of the full moon it is. If the man fails to achieve anything in the tomb of Sui, then we will proceed as the Grand Commander proposes. Your Imperial Majesty is wise and just. Let it be so. A cold is no grave illness, Grand Commandant, but convalescence is still important. I hear Danjan snow peers are a great expectorant. I'll send for some. Finish the peers before you rest for the night, and your illness shall be cured in the morning. I will hold court early tomorrow. Do not be late. Three days before the day of the full moon. Are we outside? Those pheromone proxies have quite a mystical prowess. Is the placation finally complete? Perhaps. No. So many times have we tried. Is that complete? How long have we spent in the Garden of Grotesqueries? Based on the date from the Tianshu Boros terminal, it's been more than 2 weeks since we entered the garden. More than half a month. Why do I feel as if we have spent even longer than that? We don't know if anything's happened in the town of Sui since we've been here. So, you ask how many times? I'm getting the sense this is our first time standing in this spot. Concluding the placation, taking the other role, leaving the garden, and going back to town. I feel like we have done it all multiple times, and also sometimes it's Mr. Yi who greets us, while other times the Weiqi player blocks our path. Sometimes the bestial Ho turns into a butterfly and gravely injures the bestial Sui. But other times we fall into a gaze trap and get chased out of the garden for no apparent reason. The first 3 endings. And this hunch isn't a recent realization. It was a faint feeling at first, but it was only just now that I suddenly realized we seem to have been repeating our garden visits. If that was the case, maybe the placation is finally complete. I certainly hope that's the case. Right, who has the token? It seems Mr. Yi hands the role to a different person each time we complete the rite. I don't have it. Neither do I. Then, a small object falls from Suoli's pocket. To everyone's surprise, it is no jet roll, but a tiny doll. What? Until in June, have we seen this before? Yo, so you made it all alive. Pretty tough, huh? Sashi. Sashi. Oh, the immortal Xianxi. Are you calling me that when you're not even a Xianxi disciple, kiddo? How should I address you then? Who cares about titles? Your Qinggong is good and you move quick, so just get wherever you need to be. Where do I need to be? What should a candle holder do after getting the token from the garden? Return to the regulator and submit a jade roll along with a report. They'll be gone! No more dawdling. With the jade rule, a token's a token. Maybe there's a reason you didn't get the right jade roll this time, but just hurry back to the regulator already. Or are you scared that Proxy is gonna report you for theft? Shanbei, there's something I'd like to ask about Baishao. Just be quick. Who's the candle holder here, you or me? But you know the answer once you see the city yourself anyway. At your age, I'm sure you know how to adapt to a situation, don't you? Yes. I'll go with you, Sole. You stay. Sushi? Baishao doesn't have much use for a judiciary at the moment, so it'd be a pointless trip for you, huh? You'll be more useful here. Same goes for the young kid. Neither of you is a member of the regulator, so stay. You'll make less trouble for all of us. The three exchange glances and silently agree to the Xianxi's directive. Shole puts the token back into his pocket and after biting farewell to the party, leaps off northward. Well, Shanbei, there's something I want to ask. Where's the young lady who claimed to be of the Shanghai Song? The one you took away before we entered the tomb? Huh? I don't think a dimwit like you will concern yourself with that lass. I just remembered, she mentioned there was something from that garden that could keep Jan and the Bestial Sui from coming to blows. You granted us permission to enter the garden, but you didn't examine the token Suoli had at all. Does that mean you believe she spoke the truth? Oh, intriguing. Smarty pants like you are so different from the martial types. Of course, I believe you have your reasons for sending him alone, but I'm worried Suoli might come to harm if the token is truly important. To speak of safety, no one's truly safe right now. If that kid really has what it takes to be a candle holder, now's the time to show it. Liang. What's wrong? I rarely ever see you so down. I just worry that I might not manage to deliver the token. Those who know what the token truly is can only stand and watch, while those helping us don't even know where it should go. Ancian, she has already done us a grand favor. The rest is up to the family's fate. I didn't think those youths would get involved in this, and I'm not sure whether to be relieved or worried. Many have come to this garden over the past century, but this group of youngsters was the first to retrieve that glimmer of hope from our memories left behind and bring it back to this realm. No matter what, we must believe that their fates are somewhat linked to ours. You speak sense, sir. Well, myriad sights about the land, but encounters are still up to fate. You could buy a ticket early to your research, memorize the map, stand outside the garden until it opens, but then a storm comes and you see nothing at all. Or you could enter through a random side gate and roam around aimlessly, but as long as you have a goal in mind, you might be pleasantly surprised by what you find. Visitors come with interest, but it always wanes with time. It's not proper to force this enthusiasm to endure. So let's just relax and wait here and protect this garden. This beautiful place is honestly quite difficult to abandon. One sec. Hey! I'm back. What about her? I'm getting a sore throat repeating the same argument over and over. We are back to square one, no? Thousands of years we have debated and it seems nothing is getting through that sick head of yours. You were the stubborn one, whatever scholarly talents you have negated by your expertise in nonsensical argumentation. The truth is simple. There is no order without rules. To live in this realm, one must be able to tell right from wrong. If it really is as you say, for everyone to blur boundaries and confuse right and wrong, what sort of chaos will befall this realm? Preposterous. Your insistence on adherence to rules is nothing more than locking yourself in a prison of your own making. Let me ask you then. To build a room, a house, a city, a moat, there are rules to follow, yes? But when we measure merits and errors made in history, or the hearts of the masses, what rules or metrics are we to abide by? Of course, rules are made to fit the situation, are for mortal benefit. When have I ever said rules should be set for the sake of having them? Where are we? And who are you? Huh? Fine. Then let me ask you this. You say we must have rules, but then who should set them in the first place? The virtues, of course, but only then they can convince the masses, and rules can only stand by and accepted by all. Don't you see the problem with that? We have to first find virtuous people to set rules, but what deems one virtuous? Doesn't it mean we have to lay down some rules to find these people? You, the 10,000 years of your life have been a waste, if you can't even decide if the fall beast or egg came first. Huh. You are just unreasonably putting the cart before the bird and best to suit your fallacy. We already have rules called righteousness. You think they just appear from thin air? What? What? What are you talking about? Oh, look, this one's about to wake up too. Awake? Or dreaming? You may have to ask. Just look at her, all lost. Obviously, she's dreaming. Awake and dreaming, yet not truly woke. The girl is suffering from a headache covered the dilemma she faces. If you're stubborn and refuse to see signs, you'll surely run up against barriers, both physical and mental. You're right about that. Her knowing and doing don't match. She's contradicting herself. Wants no action, yet also wants to act. Now she seeks a tangible form of justice, and I don't want to pocket it and take it away. I think she's far more obsessed than the good for nothing disciple of mine. Yeah, so could she enjoy such a delusional dream if she weren't the most obsessed person walking this realm? Don't need to be so harsh, you. Plenty of people out there climb trees to catch fins or strike ice to make fire. What can we even do? If you're right about one thing, is this girl an obsessed one or what? Where? Who? And there it goes. What's the matter with you? Nothing? Did you not hear any of that? You're so weird. You've been staring into a blank space for a while now. Did just gaze give you a concussion? Don't suppose there's anything I can do about that. Thanks, I'm not quite. I just feel like I've been here before. Operation TA1 Surge against rocks. The river tells you to go around to create rock in the water, but you will not listen. Natural DP regeneration rate is reduced. Periodically drops stamps, dealing with damage to both allies and enemies, and triggering any corresponding ward effects. I already have done this one, but let's do this again with Weiqi. Dawnstreak.
仲間との連携はまだ鈍っていないぞ。
ホルンが鳴ったから、
21.
次はドラムの出番だよ。
Clang. Friendly unit grants DP when entering the objective point. How many? A lot.
来ちゃったよ。
あらゆる悪をここで止める。
私、目を大きく開けたままでいる努力はするから。
抜刀する理由は天気の剣。悪るに当たり、すなわち悪。抜刀する理由ははっきりしている。
Not bad, not bad.
俺の番？
イベントにたくさん出てきたけど、こんなカオス見たことないよ。
抜刀する理由ははっきりしている。
やんちゃな。
類行の技。立つに当たりてすなわち立つ。
And horse soldiers. Hey, who said that you could advance?
出撃なイベントにたくさん出てきたけど、こんなカオス見たことないよ。
天気の剣。悪るに当たりてすなわち悪。
Nice.
もう
Ah,
休んでも
yeah, I forgot that I needed to read this one and it wasn't going to play automatically. Funny. Idiot. Ha. Weiqi. Your name is Chen Weiqi. Remember this family name. The rest has nothing to do with you. Tal is my sister. I hate you, and I hate them. I should love you, but right now I hate every last one of you. Weiqi, grow up soon. When you grow up, you'll change everything. Three days before the day of the full moon. Ah! That was me yesterday. Thunder. And nothing more. It's late autumn. If you wait till winter, the road is late autumn. If you wait till winter, the roads will be hard to traverse. Weiqi, you should go back. Go back? To where, young man? I already told you what you want to know. So you should understand all that lies in front of you is none of your business. I think you got an old uncle. If you were 5 years younger, we will have crossed the swords already. Your temperament has changed too. You don't have many issues here over the past few days at this post house. Because I still don't trust you. What you said about the Grand Preceptor, about your brother, that other uncle I've never met, and the old true Wang. It's not my place to comment, but if I have to say something, I'm just glad you're not the one running Yan. I cannot argue with that. I really do want to know what was going on in your head when you left Baishao. Why Mother followed you to Longman, and why she stayed. But at this point, I'm not expecting you to hear a fair answer, or an objective account of the past from you. So I'll find the answer myself, and I'm not leaving until I do. You have a knack for messing things up when it matters most, especially when it's about you. To stop you from doing anything stupid again, or even just to keep you safe, I'm not leaving until I'm done. So let's both save our breath. Weiqi, this past few years, you, same as always, nothing worth sharing. Perhaps it's better to wait until you're willing. Chen Weiqi looks out the window. The lights of the far-off nomadic city have been dim for days, leaving Baishao's skyline vague at night, like the spine of a pheromone in hiding. She tries to imagine the colossal creatures from ancient fables, only recently confirmed as real to her. Fine autumn rain drizzles against the window like pins and needles on glass. Still no news? Then that's the best news we could ask for. There is no hoping for a positive turn of events at this point. So, if anything strange happens in Baishao, you won't hesitate to go to war. This bestial sui you talk of, the unrest it might cause, and any battle it might provoke, no one is sure how any of it could turn out. Correct. So this is the secret Great Yan has hidden for over 1,000 years. You two are so alike. There is a strange detail though. Time is running out, but in the past 10 days, there have been no more than 3 messenger parties traveling between Yumen and Baishao. When Yumen is facing war, we will expect far more traffic. Lord Wei, a visitor. At a time like this, send them in. I trust you've been well, Lord Wei. Likewise, Grand Tutor. So you are the Grand Tutor of Yan? Oh, this guy. I did not know Lady Chen will be here as well. How do you? Chen is certain she has never met this old man before. She cannot tell if it is an austere or kind look in his eyes, but he recognizes her instantly. Swiftly, he turns the same gaze to Wei Yanwu. That's another matter on a long history. I see. So you did heed my advice to stay at this post house. I have no grounds to distrust the Grand Tutor. It has been messengers, but today the Grand Tutor graces us with a personal visit. There is something I must make clear to you, Lord Wei. Which leave us. No need. No need. Best you stay and hear what I'm about to say. Fine. Weiqi has been buffed. You know what I'm talking about. Both the legs and the chest. Or refined at least. The situation in Baishao. After mid-autumn, His Imperial Majesty granted him leave to enter the tomb of Sui, so to try and quell the threat posed by the Bestial One. But the day of the full moon nears, and we have heard nothing from the tomb. And yet, at this very moment, 5 Feranmuts have lurked around Great Yan, with intentions unknown. The Seanshis of the Chamber of Heaven's design, along with Yan's finest warriors, have stationed themselves near the Feranmuts. Great Yan does not fear the coming battle. But the worst outcome we face is not just fighting 5 Feranmuts simultaneously. No way. Intentions unknown, the Grey Bird sure can talk. With the blood feud of the past few millennia, doesn't they simply show up on your doorstep beating gifts? Huh? What did you say? I'm sure many are advocating for war at this time. There is no opinion from any party left to consider. I fear Great Yan is left with no other choice. The court must have drafted plenty of plans for this contingency. Countless plans, and none end without a fair victory. But there is still a method yet to be considered. Tell me, Grand Tutor. Tell me my brother has never conceived an activating Bufan himself. He is the true Lung of Yan. If the nation is driven into a corner, he's the only one who can do it. It's absurd! Lord Wei. As it stands, there is no longer a need to digress. Not a single man knew the secret letters sent to Lungmen until the Imperial Guards set off. And I come today without any attempt to conceal my identity. I'm sure you understand, Lord Wei. The past. Stories from 40 years ago. Thousands of years ago. Should not end like this. And he should never be the one to pay the price. No one wants to see the worst case scenario, but we cannot deceive ourselves. I must remind you, even if merely for Jan's sake, or for the good of the realm, a backup plan is called for. Please, just slow down a second. I don't get it. What does the Grand Tutor mean by a backup plan? Everything you're saying, what does any of it have to do with Wei Yanwu? You still don't get it? You don't know what a backup plan is? Something you do when things go south. What? What are you talking about? A kingdom cannot be without its king for even a day. A missing Trulung must naturally see his head filled by another. When father dies, son takes over, and when elder brother leaves, younger returns. That's how it's been for thousands of years. Feudal bullshit. And if there's no other choice, this last will have no choice but to come to Trulung. What the hell are you talking about? Weiqi! That voice. Did the two of you not hear any of that? Lord Wei, I do not expect you to have considered all possible angles already. One must think before one acts, but time is short. Take care, Lord Wei. I'll see you out. No need. So, the plan is either they go to war with approval of the Trulung, or they dispose of the Trulung and go to war with Wei Wu as the puppet, or they also dispose of Wei Wu and put poor Chen Huiqie on the picking table, on the chopping table. I didn't get any of what he was saying. He had me stay to hear it, but I couldn't make sense of it at all. Huiqie. All the stuff about Jan probably going to war, will he give you time to prepare? Well, fine, the Farang moods. What does any of it have to do with you? Huiqie. Many mistakes from the past. Some I made myself, but others I was powerless to stop. I only insist on ensuring those irrevocable mistakes do not affect the rest of you, because I never doubted in your potential to accomplish more than we ever could. This is the worst time you could be saying that. One more thing. Tallulah, tell me, was she well the last time you met? No way. I'm not telling you about her right now. If you really care, then now is not the time. Aunt Fumisuki doesn't want you to stay a stubborn old man forever, and she's worried about your safety. And I don't want to. If you truly care for anyone but yourself, then don't leave them behind. Tell me, Uncle, what exactly are you going to do? It sounds like she's doing fine. Well, not bad at least. That's not your call to make. You don't know how much she's sacrificed, and you have no clue what she's. Enough. If you want to enjoy your pity party here, then have fun. I'm going out for some fresh air. Fine, autumn rain continues unabated, like intermittent thoughts left tangled with no end. I'm sick of you, Wei. I'm sick of you, Wei Yanwu. You and your precious city. Where are you headed? Back up north. There are people in the mines who need our help. We are running out of time. Right now? And what about this farm? What about the people left here? Some of our comrades are staying. They'll take care of each other. You could join them too if you're so inclined. I can't just let you go. You could follow us instead. I'd like your help if it's on the table. But, Huiqie, I believe in your words and your ideals. A place with an effect that I judge it fairly. I can live, truly live. But that place, not here. Not in the past, not in the present. The place we seek lies only in the future, and must make our way there. Alright, so on we go. And what next? Did my past catch up with me, or did I go looking for it? I guess it's less history and more a reality I haven't faced it yet. Tallulah, if you were here, what would you think about all this? Our coach is indecisive. Your courage is for naught. These lads are like her ancestors. That first long descendants was numbered at least 10,000 over the millennia. How many of them were heroes and how many were mediocrities? How much can this sliver of that bloodline even accomplish? With a mind disturbed as if trapped in a dream, can we really trust her with anything? Or is it because those old blockheads refuse to bend? No wonder those youths are too inept to handle things on their own. She's been on quite a journey, so she must have other special skills beyond her brute swordplay. Just who the hell are you? Enough fighting! Come on here and show yourselves! The vague, mysterious voice speaks again, but she hears it clearly this time. Only now is Chen Huixie. Sure, the whispers that have plagued her all night are no mere hallucination. Just look at the girl, inexperienced yet quick to anger. I'm glad you want to know, but if you truly seek your answer, why not find it yourself? What the? What was that? From the boss house? Huh? Lady Chen, what are you all standing around for? Did something happen? When was the last time you saw Lord Wei? Barely an hour ago. So you don't know his whereabouts, Caesar? Wait, you mean? Half an hour ago, Lord Wei went to rest and dismissed us. The post house owner realized the room was empty when delivering the food. We've searched the premises and found no trace. Lord Wei is missing. No note left in the room. An empty room, as if it never hosted a guest. So he actually managed to slip out with all of you watching. Again, yet again, Wei Yanwu. Lord Wei received a letter personally penned by the True Lung, summoning him to the capital. We tried in vain to dissuade him. We could only follow. Let us tentatively assume he's making his way there. We failed to ensure his safety, and our crime is unforgivable. However, I fear entering the capital now will only... Don't worry. She interrupts the Shadow Guard. Whatever's the case, he left without a word. So this time, I'll find him. Okay, give me a second, I'm going to continue, but I need to go get some water. Ha! I'm back. Huh? Study. After. Two days before the day of the full moon, hour of Yin. By so. Reporting in from the hour of Yu yesterday up to the hour of Yin today. You have moved more than 80% of the residents from the area around the main street to nomadic Plate C. Some residents remain due to official duties, property concerns, or other reasons. Urge them to settle their affairs at once and leave material goods behind. Time is almost up. Understood. Also, strengthen security inspection at checkpoints. Report any suspicious individuals or situation to your captain immediately. Yes, sir. So Aisha is already evacuating the population. I wonder if the Sui regulator has any news on the tomb of Sui. There's a lot of sentries. Best not draw attention to myself. Time for a detour. That's... Suole goes around the checkpoint, but as he turns a corner, he spots someone who should not be there. Suole. Are you... Apologies, but may I ask... Who are you, sir? The regulator is aware of your deeds and Mangshan Town and in the Garden of Grotesqueries. He was dispatched to meet you here. You've done well. You must be exhausted. Go to rest. Thank you for your concern. But I have to deliver a token to the Sui regulator and share the details of the application with the supervisor at once, so I dare not retire for now. Just a proof of the application. Fret not, just hand it there, here, and I'll take care of it. As for the report, you may submit it at a later time. But Suole subconsciously rubs the token in his pocket with his knuckles. This is a special case, so I must submit the token and my report to the supervisor myself. Still doubting me when I have the approval pen personally by the supervisor for my actions right here? Suole, I know you're very conscientious, but the situation is complicated. You need not be stubborn. I'm sorry, sir, but this is all too sudden, and I don't know where this change is coming from. I do not doubt the supervisor's order, but could we at least head over to the Sui regulator together so I can get a complete grasp of the situation? Sir, what is the meaning of this? Someone sorting official duties here? Stay your hand, for now. I never seen the Sui regulator cooperate with the patrol battalion before. As I said, things are complicated. This is how affairs are handled in wartime. Suole, tarry any longer and we might hinder our battle plans. I'm acting on orders. If you have any further questions, save them for the supervisor herself later. Acting on orders. Dare I ask whose orders these are? That's classified military information that might not be leaked, Lord Suo. I'm sure you understand, seeing as you grew up in the barracks. 300 candle holders in the Sui regulator, and none know each other's past. So, how do you know my background? Just who are you? Says him. Go! Hello, shadowy figure. A black sphere suddenly rolls down to the center of their stalemate, spewing out thick black smoke that spreads quickly through the air. An ambush! Assume defensive positions! Just run already! What? Huh! Suole jumps up into the eaves in mid-exclamation. After him! Footsteps rumble behind the young man as several soldiers rush in his direction. Form a line! There is still time, no need to rush! Think carefully. Did you leave it at your desk? Yeah, probably. What's the matter? Sir, finish an experiment outside the city and only just the evacuation order. We left something important in the school laboratory. We'll be back once we fetch it, I promise. Can we go? Dimension on our side. What could be so important? It's really important data. We spent years just to collect it. If we can iron out the issue, then maybe, just maybe. Show me your student card and then go over there for security inspection. Thank you, sir. Right, once you get the data, evacuate with the academy's staff. Make sure you leave within 24 hours. Of course. Hold it there, girl. Me? Young lady, Weiqi is undergoing a mass evacuation. There's no entrance to the city without a special permission. May I ask what brings you here? Chen tries to blend in with those entering the city, but a keen-eyed guard spots her immediately and approaches. She makes sure Xichao stays unseen behind her. I am looking for my uncle. He's old, has trouble walking, and brought a lot of luggage on his trip, so my aunt asked me to escort him out. But when the Ministry of Revenue issued the evacuation order 2 days ago, they brought out every elderly resident. My uncle isn't a local. He's a tourist from Longman who came here for mid-autumn. He's kind of a loner and rarely talks to people. He spent the last 2 days waiting for me to come pick him up at the inn. Your papers, please. Sure. Longmanite. Shen Huichia. Former senior superintendent of the Hotel GD. And you are uninfected. I retired from the force because of it, but that was so long ago. Thank you for your service. You may go. If you don't manage to find your uncle, seek the nearest guard for help. But make sure you leave the city within 24 hours. Thanks for the heads up. Right, could I just ask? Have you seen a tall long with a red hair and horns pass through here since yesterday? No. But the description is somewhat familiar. Don't worry about it, just a passing thought. Do share. I'll be going now. Woo! Wait, miss, where are you headed? A monster signal? What's happening over there? What? Music change. Whoa. Alright, everyone run! Take cover! Attention all units, ensure civilians inside the sentry posts are safe. Order. What's that black mass? In the dark of night, as thick clouds through the moonlight's glow, an army descends upon the streets. No commands, no war drums, no rattling of weapons against armor. Even their approach makes no sound. A disciplined, formidable, but still indistinct battalion closes in on the checkpoint with a deadly silence. Hey, did you hear about the ghost in Weiqi before the city moved into a nomadic plate? A ghost army? You believe in folk tales too? Probably a mirage caused by the strange weather lately. It's way too realistic to be a mirage. No, look at their armor. It's totally different from ours. There's no mirage. The army closes in and the guard finally gets a clear look at the moving mass. Silent soldiers bear blurry yet terrifying faces with all blood-stained armor, like evil spirits from thousands of years ago. A soldier's spear point nears the guard's neck before he can even react. Fall back! Fall back! Hey! A shadow? I knew you. The Imperial Guard apprentice slashes forward but merely changes the spear trajectory, while the immense strength hitting the soldier's attack startles her. The spear point sweeps above her head, but the weapon unnaturally whips backwards, hitting for her vitals. There's nothing inside. The soldier is destroyed by her slash. Strangely, the soldier does not treat her as a foe, and simply advances along the empty road silently with no discernible destination. Captain! Send word to the other barracks. These soldiers are anomalous enemies. Exercise extreme caution against them. They don't seem to be actively hostile, so don't initiate a conflict. Evacuate anyone along the way to be on guard for developments. Captain, where did they come from? What even are they? Ghasts. Dispatch some men to update the regulator at once. Geists. What does that mean? What does that mean? A ghost? In German. But dispatch some men to update the studio regulator at once. They are merely marching forward for now, but we cannot allow them to endanger civilians or trespass into restricted areas. At once! I fear this unrest indicates whatever's happening inside the Tomb of Sui must be quelled immediately. Could His Majesty decree actually be? Are they already fighting? A crimson sword flash. A crimson sword flash. Weiqi! You reveal yourself. My goodness, where did this army come from? They are headed our way. Help! Ooh! Script Geist. Still the same old look. Whose ancient dwelling dream is this? Is it because it woke up? Or because you have returned home? Look out! Are you alright, madam? Thank you. How can I ever repay you? What? No, there's no need for that. I don't know where these creatures crawled out, but they are dangerous. Just be careful. She notices the woman calmly ignoring the surrounding commotion. She even turns to look at Chen herself. Notices the woman scrutinizing his gaze. Chen immediately she shall, in vain. A descendant of the House of Yan. You must have misunderstood. What say you? What's the difference between forcing one person's will upon the masses and enlightening the masses with the insight of one mind? Where is this question coming from? You don't have an answer now? This isn't the best time to discuss it. What a shame. Perhaps we can continue our conversation another time. Perhaps. The woman does not wait for Chen to respond before melting back into the crowd. Strange lady. Actually, are these monsters that popped out of nowhere related to the Vestal Sudi? They seem to be coming from the same direction. Soldiers! The patrol battalion flashes across his view as Sully hides behind a wall. What's going on inside the city? Whose orders are they following? And why are they so fixated on this token from the garden? That approval letter was indeed written in the superior's own hand. But why would she be working with them? More troops? No, that's... Countless paintings flashed through his mind until it stops on a scroll display, depicting the great hunt in the studio regulator's hidden collection. I recall a similar scroll in Father's study. Could it be Geists? As he stays deep of the leading Geist suddenly rushes towards him. Look out! The black Geist disperses, leaving splotches of black ink into the nervy walls. The thing stain. A script Geist. But how? Don't tell me that vanished proxy. My lord, are you... Pester me any longer and I shan't show you mercy. There's some misunderstandings here. I saw you getting attacked by that monster, so I ran here to help. You're not apprehending me? Huh? My lord must be joking. I only just received orders to assist the candle holders in cleansing the monsters. Are you seeing any other candle holders? And no. The city is in turmoil, but the studio regulator hasn't sent anyone. On the patrol battalion, obviously 2 different directives have been issued. I must get to the bottom of this once I met with the supervisor. My apologies. This was my mistake. Please excuse me. It's dangerous here. Keep safe. His sword flashes in a spin as Sully dispatches several nearby Geists, and he instantly vanishes into an alley. So fast! Yeah, why the rush? More and more script guys this way. Where exactly did they come from? Come out! Alright, here I am. Don't get mad now. Hello, lady. Will you be willing to join our Rhodes Island? It's you. You girl, you're coming with me. Me? You don't get along with that candle holder boy and you'll just keep fighting in there. Whatever you're looking for, he can find it for you. And what is your intention having followed me the whole way? The whole way? What the attitude? Shouldn't you be happy reuniting with an acquaintance? You... I believe the old Xian, she has her reasons for letting you go. But I can trust you. A Shanghai son. Shanghai song. Oh yeah, the Shanghai songs are the enemy units in Vernal Winds. Right? Shanghai song. Yep, the vandals and such. Fine, alright, you some benevolent Lord Su of the Regulator. I know you look down upon us lot. You're being hunted down by your own people. Surely we can cooperate a little. I believe there's been a misunderstanding. I'll go to see the supervisor and from there I will naturally... Hold on, how do you know the Regulator is after me? You numbskull, they will be walking your back right now. If I hadn't stepped in when they were surrounding you like that. Wait, that was you. Duh, who else would dare get in the Regulator's way? To save your lives, it could just be just a bit nicer, maybe. There are cases in the vicinity, miss. So you should be careful. Damn it. Those blasted things are crawling everywhere. Situation's even worse than I thought. Enough nonsense. Where's the thing you got from the garden? What? You wanted to? I'm not telling you. Hey! She turns around, pointing towards the growing masses of script guys, accumulating from all directions. Ignore me, and you better have a way to deal with all of that. Huh? You know how to use that token? I do not. Then just sip it and hand it over. After a momentary reluctance, Sole finally takes out the doll he took so much care to keep on himself. This color, it really is her. Where did you get it? In a study? Or was it a memorial hall? I can't recall. I don't know why, but our memories of the garden are a mess. I have a question though. Is this subject, as you say, able to stop Jan and the Vested Sui from going to war? I'll tell you later. For now, we're going to use it to take care of these ugly things. Moji unceremoniously snatches the token from him. Hey! I'll break the stalemate, the only way out. The girl leaps forward, putting distance between her and Sole. Forbidden arts from that day? Wait, you can't do that inside the city. Waiting, flowing as years roll on. Annals are wrote. Through spring and autumn turns the tale of countless lives is told. In the name of the Shanghai song, IVSHC 5th to 12, bearing the name G. Manifest! She holds the token with a stern expression and recites her chant, but it seems as if nothing is happening. Yeah, so that's not how you use it. My guess was off. What? Oh, well, works for me. Let me borrow this for a bit. I'll give it back once I'm done studying it. Wait, you're not going anywhere! And Sole boy is strict once again. The guys vanished with the sunrise. They were all coming from here, so this must be the source. The Sky Mirror Pavilion. This is the place? Who is it? Stop right there. Aloof woman. Lacquer black imprint. The print is profoundly black like lacquer. Its thickness is the weight and depth of the history, solemn and dignified. Oh, 6 siblings. I haven't been back to the Skymere Pavilion since you left us. These glyphs on the ground. A mechanism built by those old bones is held with the design, and brute force won't do a thing against its complex construction. They greatly reduce natural DP regeneration rate. Careful now, don't let them affect you. But those glyphs, with some enemies. Can I hold their own ink in check? Rude. I don't want to talk. The glyphs within those glyphs tiles will permanently be printed by the stamps here. You mean those stone pillars that fell from the sky the other time? Yeah, just like you're battling on a giant printing frame. Stamps will periodically fall on these glyph tiles, dealing true damage to units on these tiles. Different effects will trigger according to the glyphs on these tiles. For example, this kind of wealth glyphs will produce matters of money that provide DP upon entering the objective point. This kind of soldier glyphs will produce enemy units called wield arms. I see, so glyphs with a gold border are helpful, while those with a red border are harmful. I'll hold them off, Dusk. Sure, just look at the lazy bomb here to laugh around. Man, you helped out with the design, right? Why didn't those two glyphs do anything? Come on, you should bring a little. That off-road mountain just held back a stamp. A stamp triggers the glyph's effects only when it lands on a glyph, but it can also be blocked by its from doing so. Our connected glyph tiles only need an ally or an enemy off-road mountain to stand on and hold back the stamp. In such a case, the glyph effects won't trigger. Alright, so we can just stand on the hurtful glyphs to prevent them from activating. The other off-road mountains are moving now. You and I will help. Protect the operators on the harmful glyphs and prevent enemies from standing on unhelpful ones. Focus, Neon, we'll put a stop to this together.
Neo, 眼前の風景のなんと美しいことよ。戦場となったことが口をし。
急げ。まだ抵抗するの？少し激しい調理をしても。
戦勝百式、戦勝百式。計なりをなさず。
ここ強り草の変。荒れ地は。
貴様らの問題解決は変わらず無駄よりなのだな。たまには体を動かさねばな。好きに計なりをなさず。戦勝百式、戦勝百式。計なりをなさず。計なりをなさず。思いにあらず。修行し直してこい。
Ah, I just remember what the other glyphs do. From top to bottom. Food will produce matters of cooking that give our operators SP. Mountain can turn into deployable high ground. Friend will teleport the closest ally or ground operator there. Stamp is a special one. When an ally or enemy stands on it, it will immediately trigger a falling stamp. And it has its own cooldown timer. Don't need to remember everything right away. You can learn the counter or make use of them in battle.
Mission accomplished. こんな大胆に料理するなんて。
Lacquer black
あんたも
imprint.
すごい料理人になれるよ。
Okay, one more story. Please don't be an hour long. superior you are. The same game of Weiqi, one that you have lost countless times over the centuries. You're trying to fight a whole with its parts. All well-laid plans no more than child's play in my eyes. Drowning yourself in children's toys. Ah, the whole habit of yours. This challenge is simply a repetition of thousands of defeats of the past. You try to mask your fear with arrogance. Why bother? Anger, fear, hope. I see clearly in you the things you try to see in me. In the game, if you're not afraid. This time, you will lose. I am defeated. Year 593. I did not expect this variation of the outset play. You had a chance if you did not continue to sit ground at the center around the 100th move, hoping for a draw. I did not have a clear view of the developments to come, so I picked the safe move. I see I was mistaken. I thought my Weiqi skill had improved, but it looks like I'm still forbidden you. In this last battle, we were only able to avoid heavy casualties thanks to your strategy of conserving our strength and luring the enemy deep in. This return to the capital is an opportunity for you to rest, but I expect it will be a long time until our next meeting. You don't seem concerned with victory or defeat. Why obsess over such things in a meeting between brothers? Not just Weiqi. It seems that nothing ever concerns you. You're always content to act the part of the kind benefactor. I don't know what you say that. The new Right Assistant Minister of the Ministry of War, together with officials from the Ministry of Rights, accused you in a petition to the throne 2 months ago. Commanding troops to act without authorization, a serious crime. How do you know the Imperial Court's business when you have been with me on the front lines for the past 6 months? I have my ways. You shouldn't worry about yourself. If he meant to return to camp, it was because we had to stop and wait for a catastrophe to pass. General Yang knew the Ministry of War hardly has a case. Oh, you don't need to worry about that. The Assistant Minister was found to have accepted bribes and embezzled supplies. He's in prison now, awaiting trial. He won't spread rumors any longer for now. As for whether he makes it out of prison alive, only heaven knows. You promised to stop meddling in the affairs of the court. I would hardly call it meddling, simply helping Jan rid itself of a corrupt official. You know your own intentions. You saw the entire court as a game of Weiqi with one life sword stones. I just lost for honesty and righteousness blinded you to the evil and malice lurking in the hearts of people. No sooner had that man taken office that he started to target you. Do you really think there is no one behind the curtain? Do you really believe we have only one enemy? Go isn't this one, and we set ourselves up for more trouble to come. Strange things have been happening since the birth of our youngest brother. Fang's patient committed suicide after getting better. Someone has been producing satirical works of falsehood in Dusk's name, imitating her touch. Thieves have stolen treasures from Yi's garden. A long and thorough investigation of the Judicial Review Office turned up nothing more than a gang of fools. And then, your mother. We all know it is not dead. The people here have never forgotten its terror. That's why they watch our every move, every missing. Do you still think your little achievements will force them to see us as anything more than alien entities? Enemies to be feared? Are Fang and Dusk alright? Fang was depressed for a while. Dusk has always been how she is. We didn't suppose that we'll worry too much about it. But what about the future? You think someone is pulling the strings behind the scenes? The Shanghai Song, or someone else with ulterior motives? That's what I truly fear. If a single mastermind is behind all of this, I cannot determine who it might be, nor do I have any inkling of their intentions. I will confirm all that you have said with the Sur Regulator. I know you have good intentions, but don't overstep the boundaries like this again. Since when have we been worried for one another? I simply didn't want to fall into a trap without knocking who dug it. It's time to go. The journey is far. Be careful on your way. Bring the others my greetings. I may not see them. The proxies bids his sailing farewell and proceeds in the direction of the capital. The journey is far and he is in a hurry. He does not have time to stop for small noises along the way. One more move, and all is lost. Let's begin with the name Yu, shall we? Sure, let me think. Yu Jin Rao Liang. The sun lingers upon the beams. Liang. My idiom begins with Liang. Oh, hello. Don't tell me you're giving up already. Oh, of course not. You speak with the basement. Give me some time. Sure. I have many books to copy. Take your time. Liang. I feel like I should ask Yi, but he's not here. Hey, Liang's crossbeam. Fang Liang, roofbeam. Dong Liang, pillar. I know. Dong Liang, she's shy. Pillar of society. Wait, it has to start with Liang. Say, she has so many bamboo splits with words in the neck on them sitting next to her, and maybe if I took a peek. What is it? Nothing. Why are you copying the words on the sleeves under these squares? It's called paper. A new invention. It's lighter and easier to write on that bamboo. It also doesn't deteriorate easily, which makes it easy to preserve. You can preserve something forever if you write it on paper. Yes and no. Bamboo leaves may last for decades, paper for centuries. Be it bamboo or paper, however, there ultimately comes a day when it perishes. No matter what you use to record something, it will only endure forever if people truly commit it to memory. Just like how people remember your cookie when they taste it. He listens, but it is unclear if he understands. He scratches his head beside his dog bait that he has just butchered, but he cannot come up with an idiom that starts with Liang. Suddenly, a small piece of bamboo falls in front of him, and he sees the words on it. Liang Shang Yung Si, man on the roof beam. Not bad. She, eh? Let me think. See Shu. Let's stop here. This word chain game is so hard. Why don't you play it with Ling and Dust the next time they are here, and I'll watch from the sidelines. Are you hungry? Do you want me to cook that meat? Sure. Can I have the bamboo sleeves if you don't need them anymore? For the fire? I suppose. The young proxy takes the bamboo sleeves from his sister and skillfully cuts them down the middle into long, sharp sticks. What are you making? Meat skewers. This stock beef tenderloin is just the right mix of lean and the fat on its belly is nice and firm. It'll taste great roasted. The fuel has to be charcoal. These bamboo sleeves don't burn for long. I already have the charcoal. We can start roasting when I'm done cutting the sleeves and skewering the meat. Does grilling meat on bamboo sleeves make this a scholar meal? Let's call it a scholar's barbecue. Well, I trust your cooking. I'm excited to try it. Well, I'm done with the sleeves. You can take them. You're both here. Oh, back already? Eh? Wang? I got your letter. I thought you'd be here for a few more days, at least. A smooth trip? Yes. You too. Their stadium burning a goose into coke a full beast, which means Acrylegos' wasteful behavior. What are you doing with these bamboo slips? I'm not. You gave them to me. The boy hides behind his sister, peeking his head out from her side. Just give me some broken bamboo slips to you to make the most of them. Why so harsh? You should be more grateful to you for making dinner. It's not like I actually said anything. Don't fight, don't fight! I'll go make dinner. It's not every day my second oldest brother comes back. We finally get to eat together. You just sit down and chat. He's always been a little afraid of you. Can't you be more gentle? Are things not going well? No. I see. But we don't get together very often, and you misses you. Anything you want to say can wait until after dinner. So, unsettling things have been happening without my knowledge. You don't look worried at all. You don't look worried at all. I'm worried. And I'm just surprised that you show so much concern for your siblings, brother. Siblings in the sense that we were born from the same fragmented consciousness, not through blood relations. We each have our own interests and ambitions. Our fates are none of each other's concern. We walk different paths. Do you truly think so? My views are different. See, it's been centuries since we came to the mortal world. Even if we are not truly part of it, most of the scenes and people that we see are lovely. But the people we meet seem to become smoke in the wind and the blink of an eye. In the end, it is only us who remain, and it's only in each other that we can truly speak our hearts. We may have differences and we may have conflicts, but we could never cut each other off completely. Isn't that very much like human siblings? I have no intention of arguing, if this is how you think. I don't know why you always seem so aloof. We don't see each other very often. Are you not happy at all? I wonder if you regret it if one of us suddenly disappeared forever. That's the red flag. No. Speaking of which, I encountered something strange recently. One night, I was about to go to bed when I heard a sound from the study. From the garden, I saw through the window the silhouette of someone bending over the desk, writing something. I hurried into the study to find no one, only the Yi Shuang that I have been transcribing the past few days lying on the desk, with scribblings all over it. Yi takes a scroll from the desk. One word is written over every neatly written character on the page. Sui. How do you think I have done it? There is only one possibility. It is awakening and it is attempting to interfere with us in some way. We thought its consciousness has completely faded after Yu's birth. But it is alive. Still sleeping, but the stuff of our nightmares. If it does wake, we will become its fleeting dream. What do you have in mind? I don't know yet, but I'll think of a way. I have an idea, if you'd care to listen. I only recently thought about it. When I compiled the stories with the people of Yan, there were inevitably some mistakes, no matter how careful we were. Unlike ordinary writing, it takes great effort to correct mistakes writing in the histories. Jie picks up a writing knife from the desk, uses it to scrape bamboo slips, then picks up a scroll and gently scrapes the paper. The ink that has seeped into the paper, even smearing the next page slightly, disappears without a trace when the writing knife touches it. The paper is blank, as though nothing has ever been written on it. This knife. I think my influence has changed it. I have a faint feeling that the words it scrapes away. A history, or at least a name, that just disappeared from the paper. They disappear from people's hearts and minds. Perhaps there will come a day when we use it to scrape the word Sui from all the texts of this world. Oh, that implies that she was targeted for this reason. You can do that? Not yet. Right now, it's only a writing knife, albeit an unusual one. But I can feel it. The more words written, the heavier my knife and pen become. Perhaps we're all the same. We discovered the answer to who we are in that primordial void. Then we understood the meaning of our existence in the mortal realm. This is what proves we're different from it. Perhaps there will come a day when our strength exceeds it. Then we can truly break free of its influence and live as ourselves. As long as we don't forget who we are, of course. What are you thinking on, brother? Don't worry about it. Sometimes I feel like you and I are the least compatible amongst our siblings. Plots and plans are things to be kept inside one's heart, but words and language are for expressing what lies in one's heart. But sometimes I feel like you hide nothing from me, that I can see all that you think. Aye. Interesting, isn't it? We both found what we wanted to devote ourselves to, only to have it reshape our personality in return. Shu always says I'm obsessed with the past, and I remember the deadly white that she talked about, which lies at the end of the future. She was right. One cannot pretend to be carefree when there are things that one cannot let go of. And you were worried about the unknowable future. Victory and defeat are what you're most obsessed about, but it would be such a miserable existence if there was nothing but victory and defeat. Besides that, what isn't you care about the most? I do not obsess about victory and defeat. I simply do not like to accept that a game could not be won. By the way, when you report into the ChalterAlter tomorrow, could you take these copied books with you? They'll need to review them before they can be archived in the Sky Mirror Pavilion. Very well. And take another look at the recopied Yi Shuang for me. Bring the writing knife too, so you can correct any mistakes. Anything you have written hardly needs me to check it. Consider it an activity to pass the time. You spend so much time debating military strategies. Thinking of victory and defeat. Illustration would do you good. And perhaps you might find what you're looking for in the text. The Great Ghost. What? Overall mountain. Carousels stamp on unknown tile and connected glyph tiles, preventing glyph effects from triggering or reducing the stamp. Damage to self. This is connected. We are connected. This is it doesn't say. Fuck. Okay, so it didn't. But they are going to walk in here, so.
Section Bateau.
予想通りですね。行きましょう。
この剣の天気の剣。悪に当たり、すなわち悪。あらゆる悪をここで止める。
報酬位置につきました。
Fuck. Oh, I think good damage.
どうぞご指示。燃えろ。
この剣天気の剣。悪に当たり、すなわち悪。
Hit him. Nice. Oh, if I stand here, it won't.
抜刀する理由ははっきりしている。抜刀する違法の技。
I see.
立つに当たり、
Wait, what's
す
the
なわ
range
ち
of
立
this?
つ。
Normal is circle. I mean, a square. Rhomboid.
抜刀する理由ははっきりしている。
何？パニクってたら余計丸焦げになっちゃうよ。 誤差ありません。時間は待ってくれませんよ。
Huh. Nice stun.
呼びましたか。失礼します。ドクターとは人形はかりそめの命を宿す。
And done. Easy. GR 593. Better to sacrifice a few stones than to lose the initiative. One wrong move and all is lost. And all is lost. Lost. So you found me. You've been following me for quite a while. Show yourself. One looks back. The mixture of weeping and lament moves away gradually, but it does not stop for even an instant. Let me see what you got. Wang follows the eerie voice to the decrepit Weiqi stall. A man, presumably the owner of the stall, sits on the ground weeping. There is no one around. One wrong move, and all is lost. And all is lost! Before Wang has a chance to take in the situation on the Weiqi board, the man falls upon it and begins to wail, sending stones flying. Ridiculous. As Wang turns around to leave, the man's crying begins to abate. Don't go, sir, please, I'll set up the board again. This game cost me my life savings, my home, my farm, even my family is scattered, and some of them died because of it. I am very sick and I don't have long to live. A game of Weiqi that cost me my home, my family, my life. I couldn't let it go. I take a look at it. Take a look for me. If you can find a solution. Perhaps fate can still be changed. The man goes from sobbing to howling. As Wang stands motionless, the man picks up the stones on the ground and quickly sets up the board. Set up, probe, trap, sacrifice, fight, exchange. The man's hands move at a breathtaking pace. The game begins to grow as though it is alive toward right in front of the corners of the center, then to the other side, which still lies empty so fast the eyes can hardly keep up. Before Wang can react, the man has put a black stone in his hand. Your turn, sir. How? Yes, how indeed. Black and white should have taken turns placing stones, but no black stone can be seen on the board once you hold one. How should the game proceed? This is ridiculous. I'll take my leave. You don't understand, sir. This board is like an abyss. Every white stone is the size of a mountain, while the black ones that I have presumptively placed upon it are no more than game pieces. We are so far from the board that even the mountains are no greater than the size of a thumb. How could we possibly see a tiny Weiqi stone? I held on as long as I could, but at the point I was dazed and exhausted. One wrong move. The man begins to weep bitterly again. And all is lost! Look, I gave each stone a name, but I couldn't save any of them. There is no way out for any of them. This one is Shuo, this one is Wang, this one is Ling, this one is Yuna. Wang draws his blade and stabs at one of the white stones, only for it to make a sharp cracking sound as it bends, as though he were stabbing a boulder. Pointless, like striking a rock with an egg. Why did I play this game? I shouldn't have. Why? The sword turns and pierces the man's throat. He slumps to the ground, but no blood flows from the wound. The weeping grows even louder, though it is no longer intelligible. The man's eyes glow with a strange expression. Is it fear or joy? He stares straight at Wang's face. Wang instinctively reaches for the writing knife on his belt, but stops midway. Finally, he ponders for a moment and puts the black stone in his hand on the board. All is lost. Nonsense. Set it here and the game remains a toss-up. No sooner have the words left Wang's mouth than the body on the ground turns into smoke and the invisible black stones of the board reveal themselves. Mr. Wang! You. I watched you stand in front of the door to the sewer regulator before turning around again. I came to find you as I thought you might have met with a strange happening too. A strange happening? You already know. Yes. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. There was a madman here crying about some moment of misfortune. He didn't make any sense. Where is he? Vanished. His Weiqi game remains. Understood. I'll have someone copy it down. One more thing. The supervisor says you should be about done with the book copying, and that you probably brought the copies. Have you? Here. One moment please while I count them. 3 poetry anthologies for a total of 32 scrolls. 5 volumes of philology for a total of 60 scrolls. 1 volume on divination for a total of 5 scrolls. This is the Yi Shang? Looks like it will mix in with the divination books. Oh, is it? She's such a genius. She wrote this in a single night, all 1,400 words of it, with a single character repeated. Her calligraphy is still so beautiful. There's truly no equal. The candle holder heaps price upon the scroll. Wang follows his gaze, and he sees an empty piece of paper. Huh? I remember this. 500 years ago in the capital. The first time she proposed an actionable hypothesis for destroying Sui. She gave me the writing knife, but I don't remember what the article was about. What she wanted to tell me. But repeat. Do you mean making me repeat the events of the past in dream? Only to make you see for yourself how many fantasies have appeared in your dreams over the past 1,000 years. Dreams about destroying me, dreams that were doomed to fail. I shall turn these memories into a cage and drown you in the shame of countless failures. See now, all the memories of you have forgotten. You forgot? Sorry. It's nothing. I'm just thinking so much. If the regulator didn't say anything, I would like to have my writing knife back. I don't know why you always seem so aloof. We don't see each other very often. Are you not happy at all? I wonder if you regret it if one of us suddenly disappeared forever. I'd rather not be called the fifth Sui my entire life, as if its mark were still on me. The one who creates characters helped me think of one to use as a name. Call your ritus for me, brother. Oh, this is an ink. I shall write it and recite it for you. The characters blank, 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 and blank, and blank come together to form blank. Mr. Wang? Is something that matter? I remember something. My sister said she did the Yu Wang in a hurry, asking me to check it for errors. I forgot. Give me some time. Not a problem. I leave this one for now, and then it's getting late. You can bring it back tomorrow. A cage of memories? Ridiculous. You won't get your wish. The sky has completely darkened by the time the proxy arrives at the inn. Yi yu shi gu yu shang yi lu lia shu wu ming ying shi xing xi. The Yi Yu Shang is distinctive. Unlike other books, it lists the names of many things and persons. I should have remembered. Abrades turns the pages. Wang seems to see a piece of paper in a different color in the back cover. She was then trying to tell me something. Wang picks up the same booklet from the table and opens it. Xi xiu xi gu xiu xiang yi, liu lie shu wu mu xing xi. The Yi Xiu Shang is distinctive unlike other books. It lists the names of many things and persons. Fan Bie Bu Yu Bu Sha Se, Yong Ri Yu, Yong Ri Yu, Xiao Shen Kuai Yi, Mian Li Wu Xi Bi Yu Xi. They are classified into different sections by kind, so that nothing is confused or mixed together. With little time expended, it suffices for daily use. Truly to one's satisfaction. If one studies it with diligence, one is sure to taste the delight of success. This should have been the words written in the first page. These were the words when Wang scanned the page for the first time. But now, the paper is covered in a strange ink marking. Holy shit! That was scary as fuck. Juan instinctively raises the writing knife and aims it at the first fierce-looking Sui on the page. One wrong move. Who's there? Analia's lost. The wine howls outside the window, but there is no one there. Still trying to be your nightmare? Same old tricks from centuries ago. Have you not grown tired of it yet? I am not a disadvantage. Seek a draw. There is no such thing as a draw between us. When in danger, make sacrifices. In your dreams! The writing knife strikes the first Sui. Wang has used his sister's writing knife before. A slight cut and the incorrect word is completely erased, leaving the page intact. But he feels a great resistance as he's trying to scrape a boulder at a mountain even. Oh, sorry. He tightens his not too strong arm and pushes down. G. A crack of thunder outside the window. The first Sui finally disappears. The paper is blank for a moment, then the word that G wrote is revealed. The lines intentionally plain yet vigorous to make for easy recognition by learners. The lone G stands eerie amongst a page full of Sui. G. Is that it? Is meeting and dying the worst you can do? Do not give in to haste. One takes aim at the second Sui and scrapes it. The resistance seems even stronger than the first time. You. The night wind invades the room, trying to turn the pages, but one keeps the paper firmly under his palm. She. Goo. The room starts to shake violently as the fourth word reveals itself. You. The thunder outside rumbles endlessly, accompanied by constant lightning. Shong. A bolt of lightning strikes into the inn, setting it ablaze. Gee. The room burns fiercely, but Wang remains at the desk, totally focused on cutting the page. Each Sui requires greater exertion than the last. Each time a Sui is erased, a different hellish vision appears around him. The sky thunders, the earth trembles, winds shriek and thunder roars, and fires burn red and bright. The beams devour the desk, the shelves, until there is nothing in the room left to burn, and even the ground has been burned through. Wang can feel himself drop straight down like a stone, but his hands do not stop. Scorching heat. Freezing cold. Get out. Suffocation. Isolation. 100, 300, 500, 1000. 1393. 1394. The last Sui is erased and he finds himself in the dark room again. Nothing in the room has changed, except for one sitting in the middle of the room. His face gaunt and yellow, his clothes tattered, and as though he physically journeyed through all these hellish visions. What other Weiqi wisdom do you have? Spit it out, won't you? Silence. Wang turns the page. There is indeed a paper between the last page and the back cover. It is not words that are written on it, but a 19 by 19 Weiqi board drawn with writing ink. Not a classic match, but a handicap game of clearly mismatched sides. Wait, this is... It's one thing to make me play Weiqi with you because you're bored, dear brother. It's another to use the stones to form the character for board. As if that will help me against you. Why don't you find something else to pass the time? If it's not really a Weiqi game that you're after. Go hiking, learn an instrument. I could teach you calligraphy if it comes down to that. Oh? What else did you read this time? There are words on the other side. Through the paper, Wang can see the writing is different from the simple, straightforward lines that she used when copying for learners. It is the unique style of calligraphy that she used when writing to her siblings. He flips the paper over, trying to see what the message he never managed to see was. But every word is covered by the Sui character, even sicker and fiercer than the ones that he has just erased. Same old tricks. Fine. Let's see what tricks you got, other than illusions and parlor tricks. Once again, Wang stabs the Sui covering the page with a writing knife, whipping away a little smear on the top right of the word. No unusual phenomenon occurs, except that the blood begins to flow from his right shoulder. Ah! To kill used to kill me. Is that so? Suits me just fine! One stab and the wound in his shoulder opens up. Another stab and the wound deepens to reach the bone. Another stab and another. And another. Missing words? Let's see. What's the word? I can't remember. In October, I'll be 9. 9. Supervisor, I can report from the Sky Mirror Pavilion. All records pertaining to Mother. Perhaps the blood has gotten into his eyes, but it seems like the Sui character covering the page has begun to move, as though it is alive. The ink seems to fear the writing knife, shifting back and forth amongst the names of the two proxies. Wang. He stops on the Wang character. Wang pauses and presses his bloody right side to his left hand, then resolutely points the writing knife back at the word that covers everything. The ink is so black it seems to shine, reflecting half of Wang's silhouette. The last cut. The writing knife glows bright. The proxy pours his entire spirit into it, waiting for it to strike his own name. Ah! The ink on the page dissipates completely, revealing the beautiful calligraphy beneath, but the proxy can see it no more. He falls to the ground, covered in his blood, so seeing and gone he hardly seems human. He has stopped breathing. Whoa, a Weiqi stone. I wanted to kill myself. I have gotten my wish. After more than a century of plotting since your last violent attempt, this is how it ends. I, the strategist. I, the schemer. You are delusional. The proxy stands beside his bloody corpse on the floor, perfectly unharmed as he was the one he entered the tomb of Sui. The tomb on the ground dissipates like the morning dew, the body on the ground, until only 3 shining black stones are left, until they too disintegrate. Turning yourself into Weiqi stones, this was your idea. 3 black stones in exchange for killing you once. A fair trade. Pathetic. You're fooling yourself. Fooling myself? I visited many of your kind. I know how incomprehensible you are. How incomprehensible we are. I know about the faint consciousness that were born from the primordial void, and I know how they have transformed themselves into colossal entities in the course of an infinity. Time, space, quantity, structure. The things that mortals take for granted, the things that seem to be everlasting, unchangeable, are merely the temporary roots for you. I have seen one of your kind continue to disrupt what should have been the calm flow of time, even though it had died long ago and been turned into a machine at the hand of others. And you still dream of killing me? Perhaps you have no need to die, but you will fall into eternal slumber. Sui, the dreamer of evolution. Mankind has no use for your arrogant design, and I have no use for your endless dream. Every death is in your memory is real, a genuine death of a small part of your enormous consciousness. Don't believe me? Think back to the day I encountered that madman, back when your methods were so primitive that were downright laughable. What did I do? Did I give the book back to the ChalterAlter? Did I destroy it? What was written in it? Was it really a book? See, you have forgotten. You there! Your memory has died. The price you paid in exchange for 3 black stones. To be precise, you died by the writing knife imbued with a proxy's entire life force. He scrapped clean every instance of the Sui character across all Great Yan, and with it any trace of a creature called Sui ever existed. The recklessness, the blasphemy! I would do it again, and had I the writing knife in my hand right now. I would be happy to create for you a nightmare from which you will never wake, even at the cost of my own life. You cannot. The more parts of me you kill, the more parts of me you kill, the more you think you have weakened me, and the sooner I will wake. I know. That hurts. Each and every one of your memories is real. They're happening somewhere. The pain of your death cuts straight to the heart. What about you? What can you do? I will continue the game, until neither of us can ever rise again. Piano girl from Arknights. Hello. I'm really tired. I'll leave this for now. And Monday, we may continue with this. I don't know. Maybe this? Maybe GFL? Or maybe Enfield? I don't know yet. But I will stream on Monday unless I receive too many psychological damage on the day. So wait for me. So that's it for today. Thank you for coming. Thank you for what? I bite my tongue. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. I have been Agnes Eterna, and this has been Arknights, Fears of 1,000 Autumns. Please leave a like, a subscribe, a comment, whatever you may think is fine, and I hope you come back next time. That's it. Goodbye. Haha.